Hey guys, my name's Mitch and I help people manifest their dreams. If you're somebody who gets stuck freaking out before a date, worrying about how it's going to go, what you should wear, you've changed your t-shirts 3 times because you've been sweating, the anxiety just riles you up, you get stuck in your head, then this video is for you. Any meeting with people, it's actually for you. Now you're going to want to wait for this awareness technique because this is the ultimate deleting power you have over any nerves when meeting people. And it's something you can practice every single day, something I try to practice every single day when I wake up, before I have that first pull of the vape, before I go and make my coffee, before I look at the messages on my phone. That's something you definitely want to stick around for. So like I said, guys, if you're anxious and nervous about dates and things like that, the first thing you're going to want to do, and this is ultimately to understand what's happening on the inside, is get focused back to now. We want to get you out of your head. If you're thinking the whole time, what's the point in having a human body? To go and worry, to go and do things, to feed, to take care of. If you're living in your head, in thought, getting stuck there, there's no point in having this life, this opportunity here on earth. And that's kind of the first thing I want you to become aware of. Is you've got to be in the now, got to be aware of the moment. And that's what that's going to help with at the end. So the way that we want to do this is just thinking about things differently. As soon as your head starts playing its games, running its loops, of potential thoughts, potential outcomes. What if it goes badly? What if they don't like me? What if they think something about me? As soon as your mind starts doing that, you want to let go. You want to let go of the thoughts and say, so what? Accept them. Accept the potential outcomes. That's the first thing you got to do. Come to the moment. Become aware of this moment. Where am I right now? And that's going to help you. The first thing you do to get rid of the nerve. So just remember that. Get back in the moment. Next is choose you first. What does it mean to choose yourself first? Because a lot of people say it, but there's not really any meaning or explanation given when someone says choose yourself. Great. How? What does that even mean? What it means is to pick you first in the sense of what's in this for me. You don't want to go on a date to impress someone. You don't want to go and meet someone to just to impress them. What's happening for you? What are you getting out of it? You should enjoy it. And this is the whole point about choosing you first. You have to identify within you what's going to make you feel happy and have the best opportunity at the date, best opportunity at the meeting. You have to have a goal set out for you. And it's not necessarily that you're going to try and bend it to your will, but it has to please you. It has to excite you. It has to be worth your time too, because your time is worth everything. It's temporary. You don't have this life forever. So you don't want to be stuck in people pleasing and giving. Choose you. Choose yourself. What about this interaction is going to fulfill me? What about this interaction is going to help elevate my state of self? And is this even aligned to me? Because if you're somebody who is, hyper intelligent and you've got a high EQ, you pick up on people's energies, what they may be feeling or thinking, and you wear it, you kind of like feel it within yourself, and you meet with an ignorant person who's naive and just goes with the flow, there's not much in it for you in that situation. Maybe a couple of fun experiences, if you know what I mean. That's really what's in it for you. So you kind of have to choose you and your ultimate, what do you want from it first? So once you get into the moment, you start thinking, cool, what do I want this night to tell me about this person? What do I want it to tell me about myself? And having an understanding, not an expectation, but an understanding of you and what you ultimately want, you'll know whether it's going to work for you, or even going on that date if it's going to be fun. And in the experience, you won't be jumping to a million places in your head because you're like, well, this is the thing that I want to do. Choosing me first, be authentic. If you can't be authentic to yourself and you want to wear a mask and kind of play a character, then the people that you're meeting, whether you're a guy or a girl, are going to see this character and either be impressed by the character you're playing, or they're going to be put off by the character that you play. And if they are being put off by this character, if there's something about you that about the character that you're playing that they don't like, then they didn't even get to meet the real you. So it's important to choose your authentic self as well, to be authentic, to be true to yourself. So you identify what kind of things you want from a partner. You identify, is this something, do I want to have fun? Do I want to meet someone and build a really great friendship and let that grow? If you don't know what this is, you're going to be doing a million different things. Come to terms with what you actually want and accept it. and then be authentic, because then you're not trying to keep up a character. And then whatever happens in that situation, you know it's as a result of you being your true self. And that is far more rewarding, because if they don't like who you really are, well, there you go. They got the full picture. And if they do like who you really are, then you win twice. If you're playing a character that they have to decipher, what happens when you can't uphold the character anymore? What happens when you can't play the part of this Casanova, of this absolute winner, or whatever you're choosing to go as, the tough guy or whatever? What happens when you can't keep the character alive anymore? It's at that point that then you are going to resent the relationship yourself, because you set it up right in the beginning out of thought and out of what ifs. And it brings me on to this point here about how to actually enjoy the whole experience. Number 3, the night is your date. It's not about, oh, this awesome person. It's not all about them. That's why I spoke to you about choosing you first. It's also about you. But when you stop seeing the person as the main event, you can start to see the actual experience as the event. I'm going out to have a great night, and this person is coming along to share a great night with me. And what that does is it sets the intention as having a good time. And what that will do on a spiritual level in your manifestations is it's going to manifest a situation that is a reflection of you wanting to enjoy your time. If you go in there with the mindset of, I'm enjoying my experience tonight regardless of the outcome, then you can actually explore the possibility. You can actually have fun. Then whatever happens isn't the most important thing, so you won't try and control it, which is the point. But coming back to the manifestations, if you guys want to learn 5 ways to really turbocharge your manifestations, take a look at this video here at the top left, the link. You'll see that's a video I did on how to actually amp up in setting your intentions and having them come about as a reflection. So next we move on to don't try to control what they think of you. Why is that important? Because if you're stuck in your head trying to control, it comes back to the character I was telling you about in choosing yourself. If you're playing this character, trying to control what they think so that they like you, and they end up not liking the character, well, then you've lost your chance. You, as the authentic you, is not on the date. It's this version of you that you don't actually want to uphold. I can promise you now, you don't want to uphold it. If you want some more on that, go take a look at Jim Carrey videos. He speaks a lot about the character of Jim Carrey that he gets to play. So you want to play your authentic self, especially on a date, especially when you're meeting someone you might potentially spend a lot of time with, if not forever with. Surely you want to go as yourself. Don't try and control what they think. And if you're enjoying the night and dating the night, then that allows you to do that so much easier when you're coming to not controlling what they think, because you don't have expectations. You don't expect or want a specific outcome, which is going to wig you out and set you on your toes and all of that. So that's the whole thing. Don't control what they think. I was speaking to a friend of mine who went on a date very recently. And, sorry. And, yeah, he was on this date. He was freaking out beforehand. And he was like, I don't know what to do. Should I get ready now? I haven't heard from her. What should I do? I said, do what you were going to do anyway. And this is where I brought up the date the night situation with him. I said, don't make it about her. You want to go to this restaurant. You've been talking about it. He just moved to a new city like 2 years ago, and he's been wanting to try out this new restaurant. So I said, go there with the intention of enjoying your night. Go and have fun with that. So that's what he went and did. And then she ended up messaging him, and it was a fantastic evening for them. And that was, he said, because I didn't have expectations, what happened was irrelevant. I was there to enjoy myself. So it was really cool to see that, really cool to hear that from one of my best friends, you know. Next, coming on to this awareness technique. This is really powerful stuff, and it wraps us all into a bow. So let's just summarize these very quickly. Get back to focusing on the moment. It's now. This is all that exists. Not later, not just now, not what if in your brain. Choose your first. Be your authentic self. Get rid of the character. You want a result of you being true to you. The night is your date. Go have fun. The evening is about you enjoying yourself. What's in it for you? Go have fun. And then do not try to control what they think of you, because you're going to play a character, you're going to get in your head, you're going to wonder if they like you, and then you're going to go all the way down your rabbit hole that you're watching this video to get out of. Okay, so lastly, the awareness technique. You should do this, like I said, before you wake up in the morning. After you've woken up in the morning, you know what I mean. And you're going to do this awareness technique, and it's going to shift your entire reality, because you will not be stuck in thought. You're going to be aware of the moment. The way we start this out is with your eyes. Identify 3 things. Well, you're not actually going to look at 3 things and say, that's a TV, there's a TV there, a chair behind there, microphone. You're not going to identify it. What I want you to do is become aware of the distance between yourself and the objects. So become aware of the distance for me right now between the microphone and myself. Become aware between the camera and myself, the TV and myself. Just 3 things, but really think about it. Wow, that's the distance, and become aware of that. Next, you're going to close your eyes and go to sound. Again, 3 sounds. Close sounds, whether it's if you're on your bed and you can hear the pillow making a noise, that sound, become aware of that sound. Then your cat is licking itself somewhere, become aware of that noise. And then there's cars in the street. So it's not about the noise, but again, it's about the distance from you to the noise source. Become aware of the distance. What it really does is help you pinpoint where you are. And that makes you very aware of the moment. Next is your sense of smell. 3 deep breaths in, just like this. Hold. Out. And just become aware of your ability to smell in 3 breaths. Don't try and identify, just go, wow, I have this ability. Next is taste. Become aware in 3 breaths that you have the ability to taste. Maybe your eyes are closed at this point. You just want to spend a couple of seconds, maybe 60 seconds, a minute and a half, somewhere there on each concept. And then coming to touch. Feel on your whole body how you have a sensation. Your skin can feel the air, the temperature, the clothes on you, maybe the chair underneath you or the bed underneath you. Become aware that your entire body can feel a sensation of touch. And when you become aware of these things, once you've done the last 60 seconds or so on feeling, take 5 deep breaths in. 5 deep breaths in, the same way I showed you to do with the smell. 5 deep breaths in through the nose, hold and release. And open your eyes. And what you'll notice is that the thoughts, the what ifs, the oh my word, they're nowhere near as loud as they were. Even if they are slightly there, the nerves are gone. The thoughts might linger, but you won't be controlled by them. They won't be creating an anxious feeling. So one thing you also want to become aware of is the fear factor within you. Your body cannot distinguish between the difference of an actual threat, fearing a lion coming to attack you, and the one you create in your head. Your body can't distinguish between the two. So if you're going to perpetuate fear, you're going to keep releasing stress hormones in your body. You're actually going to make yourself ill. But at the same time, you're really not going to enjoy your date. So those are my 5 tips to delete nerves completely on a first date. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this content, want to see more, make sure to subscribe and like it. And I hope to see you in the next video.